Come on.
I don't know what the goddamn.
Now we were talking about my trap life. You was ready, and you was in emotion and everything.
Okay, so.
Come on, cuz. We back with another banger.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. That's how we gonna do it then. No, that's how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? We had to take the other one down.
Okay, but this one gotta be more. I took both of them but down. It gotta be more right though.
Yeah.
But you gotta introduce yourself. This your channel.
They already know who I am.
Come on, man. You the Vlad of Cherry Street.
Nah, I ain't the Vlad of Cherry Street. I'm just Omar Nichols. You know what I'm saying? They know what time it is already. You know what I'm saying? But we got LaTonya Washington with us.
One and only.
You know what I'm saying? Back for the third time, for the first time.
Second time.
You know what I'm saying? So what's up?
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. So what we talking about? What you said you want to talk about how these sisters is treating these niggas out here.
Let's talk about it.
Not the niggas though, but not how they treat these
black
men.
men.
They treat these black men.
Yes.
Yeah. So what pisses you off the most?
As
far as like just how a lot of young sisters like to not be on code.
So I would say, I won't say it pissed me off, but I would say it's more like a disappointment. I would say how when it comes down to whether it's a baby's father, whether it's a boyfriend, they don't give y'all enough credit. I mean, even though you have to give credit when credit is due. I mean, you do have some black men out here where they do take care of their responsibilities, where it's at home, whether it's in regards to their woman, their children. But then I feel like
slide over a little bit. Come over this way.
I feel like we as women, we let our hurt in the past go into like new situations, new relationships. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like you got some women how they always bashing like their baby's father, but at the same time, you got some men that, you know, like I said before, they do take care of their children, and at the same time, you got some women that won't let a man see their kids. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So let's say like if you're dealing with somebody and the relationship didn't work, okay, so now you got those type of women where if the relationship didn't work, they mad because the relationship didn't work, regardless of how it ended. You see what I'm saying? But then it's like, oh, well, you can't see my child. You understand what I'm saying? Because every man not a deadbeat.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, do you feel like have you ever witnessed a woman keeping her child away from the father?
I have.
Yeah.
Family, friends. Yeah. And then, like I said, it was more so in regards because the relationship ended bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just because your relationship didn't work out, don't keep your child away from their dad. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you say the man a deadbeat if you don't let him be a part of your child's life?
Yeah. Look, what you love most about black men?
I love the drive, ambition. I do love and admire how you do have the men that do take care of their children. They work. You got some of them, they are business owners. And we don't talk about a lot of black men that do own their own businesses. Yeah. And I like men that aren't afraid to show their emotions. Yeah. Because you do have some men. So when I say that, a man will only show his emotions and be vulnerable with a woman that he feels comfortable with. Yeah. And a woman that he can trust. Yeah. Yeah. And so
men like to be safe too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got some men, it starts at home though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the reason why I say it starts at home is because you have women when they raising their boys.
Oh man, talk about that. I know where you going. Yeah.
So
stop, boy.
You have boys, you're a kid. Boys cry. Mm-hmm. Boys have emotions, just like little girls have emotions. Mm-hmm. But the main thing I hate when a woman say, stop all that crying, you a punk. Or you acting like a bitch. Excuse my language, you understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, what makes your son that?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You raising a man, but what makes him weak?
Yeah.
If he just showing his emotions because he want to go outside or because he want a certain toy. You understand what I'm saying?
But look, check this out though. Like, remember we was talking the other day, and it was like a lot of women are raising their son to be the man that they want.
Yeah, and you do have women that are raising their boys to be the man that they want. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I feel like your son shouldn't be raised to be the man of your household.
Yeah.
Now, we as women, we can't teach our men how to be boys. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can teach your son the responsibilities of a man,
yeah.
but we still can't teach them everything because at the end of the day, we're women.
Yeah.
We're not a man.
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to like the nurturing side of a man or the emotional side of a man, you get that from your mama.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but if you had men, you know what I'm saying? So if women would allow their boys to be with their fathers, for the ones that want to be in their boy's life, allow them to be in that child's life, then you'll see a different side.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
But
agree.
you do, but like I said, yes, you do have women that raise their boys to be the men that they want.
Yeah. What you think about women fighting on dudes or whatever? Like,
Okay,
you see
so
a whole lot of that on TikTok. And
You
all.
see that a lot of that on TikTok, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm guilty of that because I have put my
You done
hands.
jumped on a nigga before?
Yeah, but it's not cool though. Like I'm so serious. Like, but the
I know.
reason being is because I let my emotions get the best of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I understand where you come from.
me putting my hands on a man came from like hurt in a relationship.
Yeah.
I felt like if a man was honest with me,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, just really, we sit down, we have a conversation, and, you know, as far as just doing me wrong and doing little grimy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, just speaking on experience, nah, it's wrong. Like, you shouldn't put your hands on a man. Just vice versa, a man should put their hands on a woman. But at the same time, we speak more on a man putting their hands on a woman as opposed to women putting their hands on men. You understand what I'm saying?
What you think should happen though if a woman put her hands on a man?
I feel, honestly,
Does she got to come in?
Honestly, you want to know?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the same way we as women can call the police on a man for putting their hands on us, then guess what? A man should feel free to do the same thing.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
Because
understand where you come
a man don't want to go to jail.
from. Yeah.
And then you got some men out here that got their own house.
Yeah.
You know
Speak
what I'm
on that
saying?
though. Speak on that though, because there's a lot of boy. There's a lot of women who they like to be on social media and be like, oh well, you know, they like to act like, well, you know, I got my own and all this shit. Like dudes don't never have their shit together. Like,
I know quite a few men that own their own homes. I know quite a few men, you know, they renting. But you do have men out here that have their own house.
You know men who have,
and they not living with no female.
Okay, you know dudes who have deeds to their house.
Yeah.
And titles to their cars and shit like that. Okay.
And I'm talking about these men have went to prison, came home, and you know, they got their own house.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because as a man, when you living with a woman, and you provide, you paying the bills, taking care of kids that are yours, taking care of kids that aren't yours.
Yeah.
So when you argue with your woman, why the first thing got to be, okay, well, you can get out.
Yeah.
Why you want to put the man out?
Yeah.
But then when he get out, what's the first thing we do? Oh, I'm sorry, you know I ain't mean that. But a lot of men get tired of that.
Yeah.
So you go out and get your own place.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So when you go out and get your own place, you ain't worry about nobody putting you out.
Absolutely.
Them chicks come to your house, you put them out.
Yeah. What do you think are the psychological, I don't know what you done knocked over, but what do you think are the psychological effects of that type of thing happening to a man, like putting him out in the middle of the winter and
Some women,
shit like that?
some women look at how their mothers treated a man.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that too, where women have talk to men and being disrespectful to a man because they grew up seeing how their mama talk to a man.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grew up and you see how...
I think it started home.
Yeah. A lot of stuff started home, but a lot of people don't want to speak on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you grew up in a household and you always saw violence, or if you, and not say that it's every household that have been like that, because you do got some people that came from that, but they not that. You understand what I'm saying? But you do have some women that have, you know, their mother could have had a good man, but at the same time, she talk trash to the man, be disrespectful to the man, and you got some women that don't know how to talk to a man, so they talk at the man.
Yeah. Expound more on that, though. Expound more on that. What do you mean when you say that? Like, when you say they don't talk to the man, they talk at the man.
So, let's say if, how can I put this?
If you and your
Let's say if
dude
you wanted, let's say if a woman wanted her man to do something for her.
Okay.
So instead of asking, it's more like she telling.
Yeah.
And even though that's your man and you know he'll do it, but it's still the respectful things to do is to ask as to what you want.
Yeah. We don't know
Instead of
nobody.
telling. Nah. But you know, and like I said, I have been guilty of a lot of stuff. So the reason as to why I have changed and I am changing, I am evolving, and the reason as to why I go hard for black men is because even though I've been in situations and I've done wrong, so it's like when it come down, right. So even if I go into a new relationship, like I don't want to make the same mistakes on my behalf as I have in relationships in the past. Because like I said, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So if I can correct myself with me being a single woman now and just work on me, and even when I get mad, know how to channel my anger instead of just lashing out.
Yeah.
You know?
So, if you was to say your biggest mistake or your biggest flaw in the past dealing with men, what would it be? What do you think it might? What it might be?
Put my all
Putting your all
into a person. Yeah. Because and the
putting
reason why
y'all or putting y'all too soon.
No, because I don't get attached to people easily. Like I don't fall in love easily. I don't get attached easily. I would just say like putting my all into a person. And another thing I would say is not knowing when to walk away. Because it's like when I love hard. You know what I'm saying? So when you love hard and you going through things, it's hard to walk away. And I think another thing is what makes it hard to walk away is because you don't want to see that person with somebody else. And so that's when the hurt come in. But I feel like, I like my number one reason is putting my all into a person. Yeah. And like I said, if I don't put not to say that I'm not going to give 100%, but I'm not going to give that 110% no more. Yeah. Because when you put your all into a person, everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. Yeah. And I have been in situations where people didn't have my best interest at heart. So it's like I got to guard my heart. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on now.
So you done been used before?
I wouldn't say I've been used because I can't say I've had a man to use me. Okay. Because any man that have a conversation with me or any man that deal with me can already know that you're not going to use me. Yeah. Now, they probably use me as far as sex, probably so. But I would say that came.
Y'all use each other.
But I would say that came towards the end of a relationship or a situationship. You know what I'm saying? But
when I said the number one reason, I meant like was that the number one reason to walk away? You know what I'm saying? Like just because you don't want to see them with nobody else. That's what I meant when I said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because when you love somebody and you're in love with that person, you don't want to see them with nobody else. And it's vice versa.
You can't see them with nobody.
No, and it's vice versa as with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like when a man see that he got something good, regardless of like the flaws and the bad, you ain't gonna want to see that woman with nobody else. Because you know what the next man gonna get, and he gonna get 10 times better. And it's the same thing with a woman.
If he put work in.
Facts, and it's the same thing with a woman. When you know you have a good man, and you know that man exactly, you know that man good to you.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna want to see that. No, you're not gonna want to see that man with nobody else, because it's the same thing. You already know what the next one is gonna get, or she might get 10 times better than what you had.
Damn right.
Especially if that woman bringing in peace.
Damn right.
But that's the main thing. Like, men need peace.
Oh, speak that, man. Look.
So, men, like, y'all deal with a lot. You dealing with a lot from the past. You dealing with a lot from whether it's past relationships, whether it's growing up in your household. You dealing with a lot at work. You dealing with a lot with these white people. No offense. Dealing with a lot as far as like your kids, your women. I mean, it's just a lot. So at the end of the day, like, where does a black man find peace?
When you can.
So as a man, I'm gonna ask you that question. Where does a black man find peace?
At home. At home. Your home is your sanctuary.
It's supposed to be, but everybody don't. Every man don't have peace at home.
Did you say football practice?
No, I said football.
What? Hold on. What did you say?
I said football.
Get out of here.
But listen, but that's a good answer. What he said too, though.
Yeah. Any way you can, as far as like just whatever outlet you can, as far as like it might be music, it might be podcasting, it might be with your lady, but you know what I'm saying? Like if she got to be providing that piece though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got to be. An environment has to be created for you to feel like your home is your sanctuary. If a black man ain't feeling safe at home, he ain't feeling peaceful at home, he crashing in that world. That's just all it is to it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's just all it is to it.
I agree.
What you think though? You asked me what you think. Like what do you think? People always talk about the table. They always be like, I got the table. I am the table. Or I bring this to the table. What the fuck is the table all about? What the fuck is
I
the
feel
table?
like as far as the table, it's only finances.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, but I'm gonna say that because think about the table. Okay. Think of our table. So, yeah, you're a woman. You have your own money. You can have your own business. You can have a job. You can have your own house. Whatever. First of all, you grown. You're supposed to have all of that.
If you
understand what I'm saying?
If you were single, you would still be buying groceries and paying light bills.
Exactly, but because you're grown. You know what I'm saying? You're grown. That's what you're supposed to do.
Grown people get money.
So exactly. So
make that clear. Grown
you
people get money.
got exactly, and so you got some women. You got your own this and your own that, but a man shouldn't have to bring everything to the table though. Why everybody can't bring nothing to the table? We all supposed to eat together.
Yeah. What you feel?
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's like saying a woman cooked dinner. Who all eating at that table? Everybody eating. She cooking for everybody.
Everybody.
So why should the man be the only person to bring something to the table? Everybody should bring something to the table. Because that's how you build. The goal is you want to build a foundation.
I want him to come here for a second. Come here for a second. He when I went to go get him from his mama earlier today, he said this about come here, sit down. Just sit down and lean in. You said this about a chick, and it surprised the fuck out of me when you said that shit. What you said you wanted a chick, you said looks don't even matter and all that shit. What you say about struggling? Tell me about that shit.
I want a woman who struggle with me. Looks don't really matter, but a little bit of look, that's it. But somebody just to struggle, they give
and
me
he
off
only
my
a ladder.
feet and give me off my feet
until you get back up on your feet, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes up and down, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he said that shit. When I was like, how the fuck you even? So that just let you know, That's the mind. That's the mentality of a man.
Yeah, and but you
saying?
gotta think about how you raising your son too, though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
we not struggling.
no, not to say. Not to say y'all struggling, but he see that he has
people
but
do.
yeah.
But because you're not always up. You ain't always up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it fluctuates.
Exactly.
So what the fuck is this 50-50 shit?
I feel like people say things and come up with this stuff because of what they see on social media.
Yeah.
And once again, everything will always go back to your household.
Yeah.
Everything will always go back to your household as to how you was raised. You understand what I'm saying? At the same time, it's always about what a woman always speaking about what she want.
Mm-hmm.
But have a woman ever asked a man what does he want?
Mm.
I don't see men. You know what? If men start having the same mentality as women have, oh well, you gotta have this, and this. Guess what? Every woman ain't got their own house. Every woman ain't got a car. Every woman ain't got a job.
Yeah, every man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But why does a man have to bring everything at the table for a broke woman?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
You want this man to check off everything on your list,
all the boxes.
but you broke.
Yeah.
You broke. You ain't got your own house. You ain't got your own car. You ain't got a job. But if a man have the same mentality as these women, it's gonna be a lot of disappointed women out here.
Man.
And what's the first thing they're gonna be quick to say? Oh well, he think he too good, or you must be. And another thing I've heard women tell some men, back to elaborate what he said, there's no such thing as a bad bitch. Excuse my language, because a bad bitch have to be built.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
What you mean when you say that?
When I say that,
like that I ain't
when I
never heard
say
nobody
that,
say no shit like that.
a lot of women don't love themselves for real.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say a lot. I'll say some.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these women try to be like these celebrity women that they see on TV. But that's what it is. It's just TV. You're not seeing the reality. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But
I was telling him that shit earlier. Like,
women have to get back to
love.
loving themselves. You have to love yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Before these BBLs and all this stuff was going on, you ain't see these women talking about that.
Yeah.
You ain't see these women, and a lot of women feel like, okay, well, if I go out and if I go get all this, if I go get the big butt, if I go get the titties or whatever, nah. Because every man don't like all that stuff. Like, you do have some men that like a natural woman.
Yeah.
I have men telling me, well, I like you better without your lashes on.
Yeah.
Because I don't wear no makeup. They're like, I like you better without your
You wear a
lashes
bonnet
on.
to the store. You wear a bonnet outside.
No, that's so ghetto. Not
Yeah.
to do that. No. Your
Stop
bonnet,
wearing that goddamn
your
bonnet.
bonnets, ladies,
Just
your
let that shit
bonnet
be known. Stop wearing that goddamn
and
bonnet.
your pajamas are for the house and the house only. No man or nobody in public should have to see you with your night clothes on. Because if they see you with your night clothes on, you ain't getting them nothing to look for when they get to your house. Because that's what they going to see you in. Well, they probably see you with your little bonnet on or whatever, but stop wearing all that stuff. Because it's not ladylike and it's not sanitary. Because basically what it looks like from a woman's standpoint, it's like you rolled out of bed and went to the grocery store like you didn't wash your tail, even though some of y'all probably have, but it ain't cute. Stop it.
Yeah, they ain't stop that shit, man. I seen somebody with a bonnet on in fucking food line earlier today. I said, man, I think she had on pajama bottoms. I said, you ain't. I was disgusted, man. I was like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was embarrassed for her. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
should be. Because nothing else, even ladies, if your wig not done, you feel like you got to put a bonnet on, take that wig, put it in a ponytail. You got a lot of women out here, they natural now. Wear your little fro, pick it out. Even if your fro small, it's okay. Pick it out and keep it moving.
Niggas into that shit.
Get a
though.
headband.
Yeah.
Don't put no bonnet on. Get a headband.
You say what?
I have 1,000 headbands.
Yeah, put a headband on.
Put a headband on though, like, man, look, but niggas is not into that shit.
No.
Man. We do not want to see pajamas and fucking bonnets, man, and hoodies or whatever the fuck, man. We don't want to see that shit. So okay.
So let's talk about what your son talked about. When he
Let's talk
said that he would rather have, instead, when he said that it's not all about looks, but he would rather have a woman that can struggle with him. Okay. So for...
I don't want to struggle. That's what
No. But think about this, though.
But what if
you have, but listen, though, you have millionaires. They have went broke.
Okay.
So it's not the fact that people want to struggle. As a man, you have to be mindful of the women that you attract, because one thing about a woman, let's say you can go outside. Now, you could be the richest man outside, right?
Yeah.
But you just got on like some raggedy jogging pants. And I got friend guys that be just looking rough, but they got money, right? And so you got this guy over here, like he just got all this jewelry on, but he ain't got no money.
He wearing all this money.
So what's gonna happen is she gonna choose that man that look better than you because of the way he dressed. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the physical appearance first when we meeting people.
Yeah.
So when you the type of man and you showing off what you got, because one thing about it, everything gonna always go back to social media. So when you on social media and you showing these women, oh, I dry this, I got that, what you think they going for? You can be the finest man, yeah, they going for your looks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you showing what you have.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, if you was to lose, and not too much to say it's everything, but if you was to have a downfall, 75%, will that woman still be around?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because some women ain't gonna be around.
No, I'm asking a fucking woman. Would they still be around? Would they?
Not all, depending on what type of woman you're dealing with. No.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If I met you, and I see what you got, and I know what type of woman I am.
If you just a regular nigga, like if he lose 75% of his monetary value, his earning potential, you'll be out.
Now, me being a
not
woman,
you.
Well, some women, most definitely, yes.
They'll be out. They'll be like, fuck that shit.
You got some women that'll stay, but you got some women, yeah, most definitely. Because think about it. And it all goes back to think about how she met you. If I met you and you was a baller, she still want a baller.
Yeah,
she don't want nobody broke. Because guess what? Because how you going to keep up that maintenance?
Yeah.
She looking at how you going to keep up my maintenance.
She want them cool
bags, just like,
she want all that shit.
Just like I don't understand as to why these women feel like. First, I think I saw something online where they was discussing, not as far as the dates too, but where a man have to spend at least $1,000 on a woman. You ain't even spending $1,000 on yourself.
What you mean?
So it was something I
did?
saw. I don't know if it's before he do all of that or what, but it was more so like he got to spend $1,000 to keep up the maintenance as far as her hair, her nails, take her shopping. No, I think it's like when they first meet.
Initially meeting.
But why? Even if you're in a relationship, why somebody got to spend that? Now, if they choose to, that's fine. Right. But nobody is obligated to spend that type of money on you, because if you spend $1,000 on a woman, you got to ask yourself, is that woman gonna spend $1,000 on you? Have I ever spent $1,000 on a man? Yeah, I have. But at the same time, like, you still got to ask yourself.
Why y'all just meeting each other? Like,
no.
At some point, it's
when I spent no with me, no.
At what point?
Now through the years.
At what point are you tripping?
I'm not.
No, not you, motherfucker. Look. I'm talking about like anybody who they like, you know what I'm saying, who going through the courting phase and all that shit. At what point are you tricking?
Some people start off first meet and greet.
They tricking out the gate.
Yeah.
They're
like I said, because look at what you're seeing online.
Yeah. It's tricking. It's trick.
But guess what though? You can't even be mad at these men for treating these women how they really treat them though, for real. Because how often do you, as a man, how often do you log online and you see a woman fully dressed? I don't even care if you look on your For You page. When you log on to Facebook and when you log on to Instagram, how often are you really seeing women fully dressed and they ain't shaking their butt?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, last night, me and my old lady was like laughing off of TikToks last night because I was going through TikToks and I was trying to figure out what the fuck I was gonna make a video reaction about.
Right.
And I was on TikTok and I kept scrolling and I kept and it was probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, but I kept noticing that all the women was laying on their stomach. You know what I'm saying? With their ass poking out. Everybody was laying on their stomach, and they was live. Whenever I scrolled and they was live, they was laying on their stomach, and you know what I'm saying, they had their motherfucking dress hiked up, and they was,
but
even
if they not doing that, you gonna always see. But you gonna even if that, but you gonna always see women. They just gonna be half naked. They gonna be naked. They gonna be twerking.
They ain't never got no clothes on.
No.
That's real shit. Is Hot Girl Summer over?
First of all, I don't even.
What is Hot Girl Summer?
I don't know.
What is a hot girl?
I don't even know.
I don't even fucking know myself.
A hot mess, if you ask me. Because why would you even consider yourself a hot girl, especially if you're a grandma? Yeah. Not to say that you gotta act like a grandma, because you got something like me. I'm a grandmother. Yeah. But at the same time, like I'm gonna conduct myself a certain way, because at the end of the day, like my grandson is 6, and my granddaughter should be 2 this year. But at the same time, my grandson be on, he be on like YouTube or whatever. But at the same time, everybody's child got a phone in their hand. Yeah. So if I'm the type of woman where, it's a hot girl something, I'm up here twerking, I don't want my grandbaby to see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want my mama to see that, because my mama be on social media.
Yeah. You like hot girls?
What's that?
Oh, come here. Hold on for a second. Come here. Come here. Goddamn. You like hot girls? Get in here. You like hot girls? What is a hot girl? You don't know, do you?
He don't even know.
Because I keep that nigga.
That's good, though.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what the fuck a hot girl is, do you?
A girl with a big butt?
Yeah. You like girls with big butts?
In front.
What front? What, up top? Yeah. Where you get that from? From me? Okay, get your ass up there.
And in the street.
And what? Hot girls in the street?
Yeah.
Okay. But back, seriously though.
Still, ladies got to get back to being a lady in the streets and the freaking sheets, and that's just what it is, though.
How do they do that?
That's just something you got to work on just within yourself. Because at the same time, you become a product of your environment. You become a product of what you see. I don't want to be like.
How do you grade your?
I don't want to be like. I don't want to be like what I see.
Dickhead. Look, listen. How do you, look, on a serious note? Man, look, you like my fucking sister.
I'm your cousin. But yeah.
But
sister, cousin, brother, cousin. We could be that.
On a serious note, man, how do you, as a woman, be totally honest with yourself? You know what I'm saying? How do you rate yourself? You know what I'm saying? From 1 to a 10, as a woman, how do you rate yourself?
I rate myself a 10.
I would too.
But I rate myself a 10 because
I would too.
Like, I'm good.
Would too?
Like, I'm good people
you
for
say
real.
What? Say that shit again. Look, I had to snatch his ass in. What you say? You rate she's a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I'm loyal to the T. Like, I'm loyal to the grave. Like, I'm a loyal person. Now, do I got a bad attitude? I do. Only when somebody take me there. But like I said, that's just something I'm working on just within myself.
Yeah.
I'm a good mom. I'm a good friend.
I think so.
Like,
I think so.
I'm a very, very, very good friend. I'm a great friend. But yeah. And I'm Tanya Washington, so how can you not love me?
How can you not? You know what I'm saying?
How can you not love Tanya Washington?
I thought it was long. Look, I thought it was longer than this. It's only 34 minutes, man. We're gonna keep goddamn going. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Listen. And look, without hearing it from man, like how you think we want to be treated as black men? How you think we want to be treated?
A black man should be treated as a king.
But listen, hold on. But listen to what I'm saying though. They hear that shit all the time. Oh, we kings and all that shit. Oh, treat me.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
But why though?
Not because why should if a woman want to be treated like a queen, or if you want, God rest your mom's soul, but if your mama still was living and you got daughters.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah, and shout out to your grandma too. God rest her soul.
Shout out to my
so my thing is, if you want somebody to treat your daughter like a queen, why your son can't be treated? Why your boys can't be treated like kings?
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? If you are a stand-up man and you doing everything that you're supposed to do, and it's not even on no cocky type stuff, why should you feel like you should be treated like a queen? I mean, like a king. Yeah. It's not the fact that you gotta wait on somebody. It's not the fact that you gotta wait on somebody hand and foot. And I don't understand as to why.
It's not about that.
No, just like I don't understand as to why.
It ain't about that.
When women talk about being submissive. What's wrong with being submissive to your man if he doing what he's supposed to do? Because your man gonna be submissive to you.
This is what I want to say right here. This is the part that really fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all listen at y'all job. You know what I'm saying?
When the white
man tell y'all to do.
When them white people tell y'all to do something,
the white man tell
y'all gonna do it because y'all getting a check.
Y'all answering them emails and y'all goddamn.
So why you can't do it when your man tell you to do it? You ain't getting a check, but you getting them bills paid.
It's
you get your car note paid. Exactly.
You know what I'm
saying? That's what I'm saying. So if they can do it when the white people tell them to do it because your man tell them to do it. And guess what? Everything is in the household.
Bruh. And it benefits you more. You know what I'm saying? Than the fucking job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga might take your ass. Nigga might goddamn retire your ass and take you out that job.
Yeah.
If you got them to sit down somewhere and fucking listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why you think they don't be listening?
And every man ain't trying to be your daddy. And I think that's
niggas don't want to be your daddy.
Exactly, but I think that's the mentality that these women have. Because once again, I used to feel, like I said, that way. Like, you ain't my daddy, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? So every man, ain't nobody trying to be your daddy.
That shit crazy.
You got a daddy, and if your daddy ain't in your life, then you know, I'm sorry, but my man ain't trying to be your daddy. He's trying to be your man. He's trying to love you.
But no, seriously though,
you stupid.
Listen, the whole point is, man, you go through all this shit and you put up with all this aggravation on your job,
right?
And you can't go through that shit at home. You can't iron that shit out. You can't motherfucking work through problems at home. It's the whole thing. I think we're agreeing on.
Yeah.
But
people need to get back to talking. Stop all that yelling and arguing. Facts. Like, stop all that yelling, because at the end of the day, like, if you yelling, he gonna yell. And a lot of men don't like confrontation.
No.
Like, a lot of men don't. And like I said, I'm only speaking from experience. A lot of men don't like confrontation. And then you got some men, they can't handle that.
A lot of men ain't going back and forth.
No.
That's sassy.
Yeah.
All that arguing and shit and all that shit sassy.
And then I feel like even if you
talk to, bitch.
And even if you have a man right, and even if you have a man and he shut down on you, don't be mad because he ain't arguing back. But we as women, we never satisfied for real. Mm-hmm. Like you can agree to disagree. No, you can agree to disagree. Like we can say something.
You don't have to agree on everything.
But listen, no, and you don't completely. But but this just show you how satisfied that women, it's hard to satisfy a woman. And I say that because you can agree with them all day long and be like, okay, you're right. But just saying you right isn't enough for some women. Because they feel like you ain't got to get your lady a paragraph just to express yourself. Or just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some of these women, they just out here acting like they mamas.
Look, I say this, man. Like, when me and my lady get into it, and she starts sending paragraphs, I be like, I stop right there. I be like, you know what? I'm not finna read all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the man ain't gonna read all of that.
Because, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm guilty of, writing paragraphs. Yeah, but
we'll talk about it when I see you.
Yeah.
Because this now is getting, you know what I'm saying? Because I could take that shit out of context. I don't know how you mean it, how you saying it. All that shit, I need to see it on your face.
Because I've said things through a text message, and I've had men, I could be saying it one way, but when you reading something, and especially when you know...
It's easy to take it out of context.
Right. Because especially when you know you're dealing with a woman that got a bad attitude, so when you reading what she's saying... well, this... And,
you got a bad attitude?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can't have a bad attitude. I'm not gonna just be arguing with you just to be doing it.
Listen, stop. Hold on. Let's ask this question right here. Why the fuck are And I want to say it. Why the fuck are black women so fucking confrontational? Why the fuck are y'all so fucking... Why do y'all choose violence so soon? That's what I want to know. Let's hear that shit.
Emotions.
This ain't gonna be the only time.
Emotions, though. No, but everything goes back to... We too damn emotional.
Yeah.
Everything go back to our emotions. Like, we are the most emotional people. It all goes back to emotions.
Y'all done been taught to think like this.
Yeah, and you got some women, they get in front of their mamas.
And to shun our men, y'all done been conditioned this way.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like I said...
And it's okay, it's not your fault. It's not personally your fault. Like, that's the way, like, this shit is culture.
Yeah,
this
most definitely.
Culture.
Most definitely. But like I said, but if you go back to your grandparents, you don't see grandma cussing out granddaddy. You don't see... Now, they might have their issues when they behind them closed doors. But a lot of people that have had their grandparents in their life, and depending on how your grandmother is, you don't see your grandmother being disrespectful. Like my grandmother, she passed away when she was 46, so I was 6 years old. Okay. But just even within that, and I have a very great memory of my grandmother. Like I've never seen my grandmother yell at my grandfather. Now, when my grandmother passed and my grandfather, like he was married, I still never saw his wife disrespect him in front of us.
Yeah.
I never saw my grandfather even disrespect his wife in front of us.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't know.
Man, listen, my grandmother and my granddaddy was like together forever, and I done seen them like when because I know when they whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I never seen them not get along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never seen any kind of disrespect or no shit, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a housewife. She used to be in the fucking house with the, you know what I'm saying? We used to have a fucking greenhouse. Like she used to be with the apron on, you know what I'm saying? The ribbon in her hair and shit. Like that dinner was gonna get cooked. Goddamn, when the fuck you got all work. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they was going through, but nigga, that shit, it was going down. You know what I'm saying? He was coming off work and that dinner was getting cooked, and goddamn, we had biscuits every day. You know what I'm saying? Well,
look how he looking like biscuits. You know about the homemade biscuits.
Nigga, yeah, I never seen her disrespect him. I never seen him disrespect her. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
And see, that's what households need to get back to.
You know what I'm saying?
But then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got too many people, and people wonder why everybody in their business. You got too many people.
Because I eat them shits every day of my life.
You got too many people. When women have arguments in their household, and men, stop taking it to social media, because them people online
say that shit.
Them people online don't care
shit.
Nothing about you. You just entertainment for that moment. You understand what I'm saying? You just entertainment for the moment. You only putting people in your business because at the end of the day, even though you're making all these statuses and downing your man from another woman, and to be honest with you, regardless of how you feel about that man, these women out here that know you have a good man, they ain't doing nothing but gonna jump in his inbox. They ain't gonna tell you that, but if you got a good man, you know you're a good man, stop putting your business on social media, because you ain't doing nothing but open up that door for another woman. Because some of y'all wonder why these men cheat. Every man ain't always going out looking. You got some women that act like men these days and time, and they jump in the inboxes now. They approaching men now. So every man ain't approaching no woman.
That shit real.
So in our reality, these women are the new men now.
Speak more on that shit though. Like, do you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like women are way too masculine? You need the keys?
I do. Too masculine, too aggressive. I get it though as to why some women can be aggressive. But then at the same time, like, you got to get back into your soft girl era, because every man don't want no aggressive woman.
Don't no man want no motherfucking
No.
hard ass fucking
No,
woman.
because a man want to feel like he's in a relationship with his woman and not a man, not his homeboy.
Like, man, you acting like a nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? So that's law. But we're gonna have to continue this conversation another time. Like, final question though, like, what do you think as far as what do you think made women that way? As far as black women that way, like just hard towards their men, like just what make you think
Insecurities.
black women
Insecurities.
shun their men like that?
Insecurities.
Can we get back?
For one.
Can we get back together?
Insecurities for one.
Can
Putting
we
everybody in your
can we get
business.
back on the common
Letting
ground?
your homegirls and your family members tell you as to what you supposed to do instead of you doing what you supposed to do. So I mean, you just gotta keep people out your business. Keep people out your business.
We gonna
That's
have
what
so
it
many
is.
goddamn topics on this one, bro.
Yep, they do what it is.
We gonna have part 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 on this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
roll.
All right.
We did that, cuz. Don't play with us.